Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, California, home of the Stanford Cardinal, where so many legendary players have built their legacies here over the decades. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Broncos will kick this away to start us off. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Back to throw. It's Hayes. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal. And they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 over the score. They get set to kick it away. Offense begins at the 40 after that penalty. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And this pass is caught. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The Broncos hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
What a simple read and a simple throw for the quarterback. You want to give me the running back sliding down the backfield? No problem. I'll take that. Let him do the work after the catch.
Second down.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. They got him. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal. First and goal. A great chance to answer that opening touchdown. And they're trying to punch it in here. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Boise State, number 28 in the end zone.
And now here comes the point after attempt.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the PAT is good.
The kick is good. That ties the game.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Stanford offense back out there on the field now. They scored a touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Back to pass. It's Hayes. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The high completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. Fights through the tackler. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
I love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Crucial third down play coming up. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Oh, it's a fake direct snap trying to run for it. Defense was all over that. The gamble doesn't pay off. Now the offense will take over in good position.
Chris, that's not exactly how they're anticipating that this fake would go. While it's easy to say, if you're going to throw it, just leave your quarterback and the offense out there. But there is an element of surprise that plays into any good fake punt. It just didn't work out this time.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of one.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
They moved the ball into good position, but now it's third and long. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So check it out. Here comes the field goal team. They are a long way out, putting a lot of trust in the kicker here. This one will be a 60-yard attempt. Can he get it there? Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. With the delay penalty, it back the offense up closer to their own goal line. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. They'll kick it away here. Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Now it's second down here. To throw, it's Hayes. Extending the play now. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Play action fake. Looking to throw.
That is a close call. Almost brought down inside his own end zone for a safety. He's fortunate to be able to get out of there and avoid the safety.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Backed up with the 1. He's going to throw it. Cannot connect. Incomplete. And now fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He's able to send the punt away. Oh, and he's got some space here. Can they catch him? And the speedy returner, a gain on that one. Coverage team barely able to stop him. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Running through the tackle. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up for a first and goal now. The Broncos trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown.
Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. But give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Handoff taken, following the right tackle. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Looking to pass. It's Hayes. He'll rifle this one deep to the right side. He's got it for a big gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Stanford. Almost set up for the PAT. And he knocks it right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So far in the early going, both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. A pop pass on the jet sweep. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's escaping the pocket now. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Broncos have 1st and 10 here. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the back now goes in motion. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. Looking for the wideout. And it's intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Brings
Well, the
up
play is just
second
blown
down.
up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Pressure is coming. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
This is why this guy is considered one of the top defensive ends in the entire country. He came in off the edge so quickly there. Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Gain of 8. Offense facing 4th down.
Punt team ready to boot it
Number
away.
17.
Looking to flip the field here. And the return will be brought down. Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lets it go. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or the possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you can see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Across midfield. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. He just came flying in to lay the lumber immediately.
What a great job of timing up the blitz here by the backer. I don't know how this running back held on to the football because as soon as he got his hands on it, he got hit hard.
Linebackers making some adjustments now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Yankee blue, 29 Philly.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Trying to extend the play. He'll throw it now. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The field goal is good. And with that, they regain the lead.
And that one, my gosh, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so it'll start at the 25. State offense is back out on the field. They want to cut into this lead before halftime and have to work quickly now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Checks this down to the running back.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Send the back in motion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. And the ball to the ground. Defense jumps on the ball as a turnover.
Chris, at the risk of stating the obvious, in these conditions, the ball carriers have got to do a better job of securing the football, because if that ball gets away from you, chances are it's going to get on the ground and a turnover.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down here for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Dropping back. It's Hayes. Tight end makes the grab. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st in the half. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice spin to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. The offense gets momentum, scored before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. State offense back out on the field. That fumble on the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. defense is coming after him. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You've got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Now, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play because it becomes almost like backyard football at that point. But that was a good job by the defense playing discipline and forcing the incompletion.
It's a shotgun run call. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
17, set to kick this one away.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. There on first down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Offense getting set. It's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense really clicking here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
The Broncos lining up here on 1st and 10. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The back's got it. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. A quick juke.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. And the Broncos will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, BSU. This offense is still clicking. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution of that drive, Kurt?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Return begins inside the 10. He steps out at the 22. That's where the drive will begin. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Finds his target. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second and medium. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Hayes. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the receiver does all the work here, man. That is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
An important third down attempt for this offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Empty set now. 5 wide. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Quick throw to the left. And he pulls in the catch. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Stanford 24, Boise State 21.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll hand it off. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot in there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And then first down, right back to the running game. And he's finally tackled after 3 defense getting pushed backwards.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll test the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games.
6-9-1, gain score. Slab. Ready.
Can he make it to the marker? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Knocks this one right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Boise State 29.
Kickoff booted out of bounds. The offense is starting out from the 40. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Great cut there. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Spot the ball at the 44. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Pickup of 5. Second down coming up.
The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Jackson. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Hand off to the single back. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized. Runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First and goal, most likely 4-down territory to claim the lead. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Touchdown, Boise State. This offense really clicking.
What a job by this offense. They work the ball down the field into the end zone to tie this game up with under 2 minutes to go. They're an extra point away from taking the lead.
Kick is up and good. They're up by a point here in the final minutes. Can they hold on? Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Looking to pass. It's Hayes. Catch made on the right side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, great job here of getting out of bounds. I know they didn't pick up the first down, but that's irrelevant. At this point in the game, it's all about the clock. You get out of bounds, you save your one timeout, and now you got a real chance.
That completion makes it second and short. And he'll set up to throw. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Softball brought down after a nice run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Ball handed off. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Third down coming up after that running play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. No running. Hand it off to the running back. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium. A lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Stanford, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this. Now in the 4th quarter to give them the lead.
Tuna. Go. Set go.
Looking to throw. It's Hayes. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A crushing play.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Return to steps out of bounds at the 17. State offense back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Can he take it all the way? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. So this team is beginning to stack wins now against really...